Hello, my name is Mike Nott of Mercedes Benz. The most commonly asked question we get is, what's included in an A service and a B service? So we made a video to highlight these services.
Okay, I have an A service to do. The last three digits of the license plate are 718. Let's go get the oil change stuff. Okay, let's go get the vehicle. First thing to be checked is the visor. Make sure it holds its position. Make sure it holds its position to the side. And make sure it holds its position up. Next is the rear view mirror. Make sure it holds its position. Then the passenger mirror. Make sure it moves to the left, to the right, up and down. Then the driver's mirror. Make sure it moves to the left, the right, up and down. Now the fanfare is checked. We check the hazards. We check to verify the light comes on for the rear defroster. And we check the washer system and make sure that it squirts and the windshield wiper wipes. Now we go into the shop. Okay, now that we're inside the shop, let's check all the lights. Parking indicator left, parking indicator right, parking lights, headlights, optimal horn, high beams, fog lights, fog light indicator, turn signal right, turn signal left. Brake lights. We're now going to put the car in reverse. Reverse lights. All the lights on the outside of this vehicle are working properly. The only safe place to operate this vehicle is the driver's seat. So the driver's seat belt is checked. Make sure it clicks in. Make sure it holds its tension. The function of the seat is checked. All 10 operations. The front up, down. The back up, the back down, the seat all moving forward, the seat moving back, the backrest moving back, the backrest moving forward, and the headrest going down and the headrest going up. We've now just checked all the safe operations of the seat. Okay, all the safety items have been checked. Any other concerns should be brought up to the service advisor at the time of vehicle drop-off. Now it's time to change the oil. First thing we do is remove the oil cap. This is the first thing we take off and the last thing we put on. Next we open up the oil filter. The reason why we open up the oil filter housing is to let the oil drain while we're doing the oil change. Now it's time to drain the oil. Now the front suspension's checked. The ball joint boots are checked to make sure they're not torn. The brake pads are checked. The wheel area and shock area is checked for fluids, make sure nothing's leaking like brake fluid or a blown out shock. And the underneath of the vehicle is checked for any fluid leaks. Okay, it's almost done. A couple more seconds. Now let's check the rear of the vehicle. All suspension points are checked in the rear of the vehicle. Bushings aren't blown out. Make sure there's no fluid leakage. Make sure there's no brake fluid or shock blown out. Check the overall rear end of the vehicle. Make sure there's no leaks, fluid leaks, fuel leaks. The back of this vehicle actually looks pretty good. Now I'm going to install the drain plug washer. A new drain plug washer is installed every time. New drain plug washer, drain plug. Here we go. Now we check the front suspension. Grabbing the wheel like this and rocking it back and forth, I'm checking the bellows, the ball joints, and the idler arms. Grabbing the wheel this way and rocking it back and forth, I'm checking the wheel bearing, seeing the play, see if it needs to be adjusted or serviced. The air pressure is checked on all 4 tires. If abnormally low pressure is noted, tires checked for nails, tires checked for cross pattern wear. Now it's time to change the oil filter. The oil filter O-rings are replaced every time. And our fleece oil filter. Now it's time to put it back in the engine. Now it's time to put the oil cap on. I know I just put oil in the engine. Now I'm going to start the vehicle. Now we check the engine oil level. Remove the dipstick, wipe it off, reinsert it, wait a couple seconds. Now let's inspect that level. The level's perfect. We top off all the fluid levels that aren't sealed from the factory. The washer fluid is topped off, suspension fluid, brake fluid, the coolant level is checked. All fluid levels are checked unless it's sealed from the factory. Now we reset the oil light. The oil light's reset. The oil change is finished. Let's pull the car out. The key now goes into the done section. The oil change A service is complete. This is where the B service continues. On a B service, the latches are lubed and the hinges are lubed for the hood. The hinge points are lubed on all 4 doors. And all 4 doors latches are lubed. The gas door hinges are lubed. And the locking part of the gas door is verified it's okay. On a B service, the AC dust filters are replaced. On a B service, the spare tire is checked for proper air pressure. The jack is verified, and the tire check is verified that it's in the vehicle, in case you get a flat tire. This concludes the B service.
My name is Mike Nott of Beach Benz, and I approve this message.